KBRFradio.com News, I'm News Director Derek Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorial.com, memorials that matter. 2 people were pronounced dead in a fatal 3-vehicle crash near Evansville on Sunday afternoon. State Patrol Sergeant Jesse Grabo says the crash happened in a construction zone on I-94 with head-to-head traffic near mile marker 80 at around 4 o'clock. He says a Tesla Model Y was heading east when it collided with a Ford Fusion heading west. A Toyota Crown was also driving east when it struck the other vehicles after the initial collision. Troopers say the driver of the Tesla, 73-year-old Harold Enulat of Woodbury, was killed in the crash and pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the Ford, 24-year-old Coleman Lind of Jamestown, was pronounced dead at a St. Cloud hospital after being airlifted from the crash. Enulat's passenger, 65-year-old Carrie Enulat, was transported to a St. Cloud hospital for treatment of life-threatening injuries. A Fergus Falls man has been sentenced for possession of child pornography. On Monday, 54-year-old Leslie Glenn Nielsen was sentenced to 120 days in the Ottertail County Detention Facility and 5 years on probation after he previously pleaded guilty to possessing child sexual abuse materials. According to court documents, the Fergus Falls Police Department received a tip from Internet Crimes Against Children on November 16th of 2024 that Nielsen had been in possession of a sexual video involving an 11-year-old child. A search warrant for Nielsen's devices revealed flags for multiple items of child sexual abuse materials. A Fergus Falls man has been charged for assaulting his neighbor. Prosecutors say 33-year-old Spencer Harley Harrison was arrested early Tuesday morning after police were called to his apartment building on a report of assault. Officers spoke with the victim, who said Harrison had come into the victim's apartment at around 1 o'clock in the morning and was asked to leave. They said Harrison was drunk and acting strange. The victim was able to get Harrison out of the apartment, but he became aggressive and punched the victim 4 times in the hallway. Police say security footage of the hallway supports what the victim told them. Officers found Harrison passed out in another apartment unit that was not his, and he was taken into custody. During the booking process, he kicked a corrections officer in the shin. The victim was treated at Lake Region Healthcare and received sutures and was diagnosed with a broken nose. Harrison made his first court appearance Thursday morning and has been charged with 3rd and 5th degree assault. The Fergus Falls Building Department has officially moved into the fire station as the Building and Safety Division. Fire Chief Ryan Muckow says that there is a lot of overlap between building and fire, and having both departments under one roof makes assisting residents and answering their questions regarding building and public safety easier.
And I know it's not always fun, building code, fire code. Those sometimes were the fun police, but ultimately they're all there for good reason, to make our community safer.
On Monday, the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce held a ribbon-cutting ceremony celebrating the move. Chamber President Lisa Workman said,
"Thank you for the work that you guys do in the Building and Safety Department to help our business community grow, but in helping them make sure that safety is primary concern when they're making any expansions or buildings, things like that."
The Building and Safety Division is now located on the east side of the fire station. The area was originally dorm space for firefighters that has gone unused for years and has now been renovated to serve the city's current needs. A firefighter from Underwood has deployed to assist with the wildfire response in northeast Minnesota. The Underwood Fire Department says they received a request to send personnel to assist with the fire response in Ely, and Brandon Evevold answered the call. On Monday, the fire department said Brandon had deployed to Ely for a minimum 2-day assignment to support the ongoing firefighting efforts. In a statement on social media, the Underwood Fire Department praised Brandon for his dedication, courage, and selflessness, and asked the community to keep all the firefighters, first responders, and service personnel working the wildfires in their thoughts and prayers. The fire complex now covers nearly 64,000 acres with more than 1,000 personnel assigned. M-State has named Steve Schreiber as head coach of the Lady Spartans women's basketball program. Bringing nearly 2 decades of coaching experience and a proven track record of building successful programs, Schreiber has earned a reputation for developing individual players, fostering strong team cultures, and cultivating meaningful relationships with student athletes and their communities. The founder of North Central Wild Elite AAU, Schreiber has also established several summer camps and clinics and serves on the Miss Basketball Selection Committee. He joins M-State after leading girls basketball programs in Brandon, Evansville, Bemidji, and Monaga. Filing for the Fergus Falls City Council and School Board is open for just a few more days. So far, the incumbents for Wards 1 and 2 of the City Council, Laura Job and Scott Kwame, are running unopposed. In Ward 3, Al Kramer and Alex Kutsky have filed, and in Ward 4 there is a three-way race between Scott Rachels, Miranda Lape, and Dwayne Cookman. 3 people have filed for the Fergus Falls School Board: John Magnuson, Nicholas Gano, and Zachary Blumberg. Local filings close at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, July 28th. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Tune in at 5 o'clock every Friday afternoon on KBRFradio.com or the Fergus Now app to stay up to date with local news. Find more stories on KBRFradio.com. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.